might say Dash scam or XYZ scam. If they see something like that, that's an instant switch off.
The Google autocomplete is the very first thing someone sees before they've even made the search.
Google auto-suggest marketing in Dubai. So for anybody that doesn't know what the auto-suggest is, it's like when somebody is searching your brand, for example, on Google, it might say Dash scam or XYZ scam. Now, in some cases, you want to basically remove that because that looks really bad. If somebody is intrigued to actually know a little bit more about your brand, if they see something like that, that's an instant switch off. So what are some things that people should be looking out for? And also another follow-up question, should everybody be looking to do auto-suggest manipulation?
I'd say yes, because I think the Google autocomplete is the very first thing someone sees before they've even made the search. As they're starting their search out, Google bring these auto suggestions there. So if you can control what's coming up there in a positive sentiment, then yes, I think everyone should be looking at this. So if you've got lots of amazing testimonials online, try to have it that your brand name, or let's say James Dooley's a personal brand with testimonials, shows up, knowing that if someone clicks onto that, I've now got a positive brand SERP of all the testimonials of everyone saying how amazing it is that how they've dealt with myself or dealt with that corporate company. If there's then, it could be something to do with like that someone's been arrested and that needs to be moved down. So it's just like ranking in Google. You want to try to outrank the negative one and push it down with positive ones until it gets to a point where it just drops off, almost like it drops onto page 2. In the auto suggest, it's just not showing up. So you want to control that, and you can control it doing many different things. So I'll give you a few different examples of how you can control it. You can get a lot of social media mentions for James Dooley plus testimonials, James Dooley plus reviews, James Dooley plus even things like contacts, James Dooley plus email, James Dooley plus Twitter. All these different mentions together as a trigram with James Dooley Twitter. Then if you've got a lot of mentions of that, that can help then start showing up in the autocomplete. The actual searches is probably the most important. So how many people are searching for James Dooley Twitter? Because you've got to remember what the autocomplete is they're trying to predict what you're trying to type in so that you're getting the search done in the fastest possible manner. So if James Dooley Twitter's got more search volume than James Dooley arrested, therefore the Twitter then would become above arrested and start to move things down. So there's then using anchor text and having James Dooley Twitter or whatever the personal brand name is or corporate brand is with what you want to append after it. So the anchor text is important, and then just unlinked mentions as well on the internet is another part. The main one being traffic. Now over at FatRank, there's lots of different ways how you can try to build brand that then can control the narrative of what shows up with regards to the autocomplete. Did you like my nice little
Yeah, I did like that actually.
So yeah, with regard to Google autocomplete manipulation, there's lots of different ways of how you can do it. I would strongly recommend using a professional service like at fatrank.com. There are one or two others that do it. There's not many people in the world that are actually doing this. I'm very surprised because it does influence what people are searching for. And I think it is a massive part of online reputation management.
I would also consider this as almost being like off-site CRO. So they've not even landed on your website. You're just making that experience so much more of a positive experience, especially if you do have some negative stuff about you online, which some people just naturally do because not everyone's loved. Like there's a lot of politicians and stuff like that. So that's been our video on the Google Auto Suggest marketing in Dubai. If you guys do have any questions or if you want to hire our team to do this service completely for you, head over to fatrank.com, fill in the contact form, and our team will be in touch. Thank you for watching.